Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was gonna say I am getting up there in age. I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people. Life was never this good. I had to step back. No.
It is so easy to make money in the stock market. And I know that we just had one of the most amazing interviews with Thomas Raby, one of our Ohio realtors here, and he's also my real estate agent. But I would be so ashamed of myself if I didn't go over why the stock market is such an amazing tool, and it's almost like a hack for investing in itself. You know, when I talk to people about what they should be doing and how they should be investing, I think something to really take into account is what you like to do and what you're comfortable doing. For me, I love stocks. I love real estate. I love Series I bonds when they're beneficial to me, treasury yields, all those things. And so today we're going to talk about the first thing that I've fallen in love with, and that is going to be the stock market. You see, Warren Buffett said that if he was to start over today, in today's time, he would still be able to get 50% returns in the stock market. Now, I do want to preface that if you are someone looking to make 20, 30, 40, or 50% returns in the stock market, you're going to need way more knowledge than just watching this YouTube video. And the reason for that is I've gotten 40% returns, I've gotten 30% returns, and I've consistently done over 20% returns throughout my stock market career. But the truth is the average investor averages around 7 to 13% returns. Now, another thing that I want to state is that I am a dividend stock market investor. So although I invest in dividends, I'm also looking for growth. And I do have some growth stocks in my portfolio. So the majority of my stocks are dividend growth stocks, but I also have 1 or 2 growth stocks in my portfolio. Now, for all of you who know about dividends already, dividends itself is going to add about 2% to your growth rate overall for the year. So for example, if you were going to do about 7% in growth, just being a dividend growth investor is going to give you another 2%. So that 7% becomes 9%. So if you're someone who is averaging 15% with your dividends, you're now going to be averaging 17% on the year. And so that's why I love dividends, on top of the fact that it's a reoccurring monetary value that is coming to you. You can take that out of the market without utilizing your initial investment. There's so many things that you can do with dividends. Is essentially cash flow for you. So one thing I want to also preface is that following your passion doesn't necessarily mean that you'll make money. But when you're doing your passion, you can make so much money. What do I mean by that? In music, I have not nearly made as much money as I do in the stock market. I love stock market investing. I love music, but the stock market has made me so much more money than music, right? So doing your passion doesn't necessarily mean that you'll make money, but in your passion, you can definitely make a lot of money, right? And so with the stock market, I learned how to day trade. I learned how to swing trade. I set goals for myself. Okay, I'm going to make $2 today. Okay, I'm going to make $20 today. Okay, I'm going to make $100 today. Setting those goals just allowed me to kind of gauge where I wanted to be every single day. And by doing so, I just continued to make money, continue to make more and more money. The more money you have, the more money you can make. If you have $1 million, it is not difficult to make $1,000 a day, right? You can just literally watch the market go down, watch the market go up a little bit, and just boom, that's $1,000 there, $1,000 there. You can make $1,000 a day very easily, very simply. And so $1,000 in market changes are happening with my account at this moment, right? I might take a look at my account today and I'll be down 1,000 or I'll be up 1,000, but I'm just allowing it to do its thing. And like Warren Buffett says, it is not a loss unless you sell it for a loss, and it is not a gain unless you sell it for a gain. At this very time, it is just going up and down, and the market is simply fluctuating, right? And so, I was looking at some Dave Ramsey, I was looking at some Warren Buffett, and I was shocked to see Dave Ramsey actually echo a lot of the sentiments that Warren Buffett was spewing. And so I see that he may get a lot of his talking points from Warren Buffett himself. And so when we look at those 50% gains that Warren Buffett was alluding to or talking about, we also want to ensure that you're very much aware that that is a full-time job. You cannot expect to be making 50% returns and dedicating 50% of your time to stock market investing. So stock market investing may require a lot more time than real estate investing, unless you're trying to literally redo and rebuild properties from scratch, which I am not doing. I'm just buying finished properties and renting them out. So if you're someone who wants to dedicate time, you can definitely do that with any investment. The more time you dedicate, the more money you'll probably make. The less time you dedicate, the less money you'll probably make, right? So if I'm buying something that's already fixed up and ready to go versus looking at a stock that is already ready to go and showing you that it's going to have all this growth potential, then you might miss the BYD that Warren Buffett invested in that did so much exponential growth. You might miss the rehab property that you could have wholesale and flipped had you held on to it and just painted it up a bit. So again, it's all about the effort that you want to put into each investment. But one thing I will say is that you should always start off small. Do not bite off more than what you can chew. And so what that might mean is you might want to dip your toes into the water. You might want to start with a company that's very well known, a stock that's very well known, not too much controversy, just doing what it's supposed to do, going up in value, dividend growth potential is there, the 5-year, the 1 year, the 10-year, everything looks good. You might want to start off with something like that, more stable, a blue chip company, a blue chip stock. That'll get you going in the right direction. But again, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about the stock market. I absolutely love it. Let me know if you want me to talk more about this, go more in depth. But if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. 90% of people have not yet subscribed to the channel, and that is so disappointing. Come on now. I know that we are a community of people who are investing for our future and looking for financial freedom. And so by subscribing to this channel, we'll be able to get into more topics in regards to financial freedom and reaching our retirement goals. So I thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.